Okay, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to complete a SIMnet project. So let's go over to chapter 1. And we've got 2 projects. Each chapter has 2 projects. So on the Sunday of the first week for the chapter, there is a guided project. And the guided project is just very step-by-step, very explicit instructions to give you practice with the material that's covered in my guided example videos as well as the reading. And then the independent project is due on the Sunday of the second week for the chapter. And it's similar to a guided project, but it's a little less explicit, a little less detailed with the instructions. So it's really trying to show or have you demonstrate that you've mastered the material. Okay. Now the steps to complete a project are the same, whether it's a guided or an independent project. So you'd click here. And typically there's something you've got to download. Okay. Every project has a start file. Some projects also have resources, okay? Turns out the guided project for chapter 1 has a resources file, so you would need to download both of these things, okay? So you can click on that, it's going to download to your computer, okay? Once you've downloaded it to your computer, you can come down here to the instructions. The SIMnet will detect the type of computer you're on, so I'm on a Windows computer right now. If you were accessing this from a Mac computer, it would actually have the Mac instructions. By the way, if you want to switch this, for some reason, if it's not choosing the correct type of computer, you can toggle that button. Okay, but it should automatically detect the type of computer you're on, and it will give you instructions that are specific to that computer system. Okay, here I'm told what files I need, and again, I've got the instructions down here, step by step. Whatever instruction you're on is highlighted in yellow. So here it's telling me to open up the guided project start file. So I'm going to come up here. Let's open that up. And it's telling me that if it's in protected view, I think the instructions said if it's in protected view, you can just say enable editing. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here, enable editing. Okay, and now that I've done that, I can come back here. I can click that box. It moves me to the next step. Here I need to open the wherever file that was downloaded from the resources link. So there I go. Let me open that up. Okay. And in the instructions again, it said if it's saying it's a protected view, just click enabled the editing. So that's what I'm going to do here. I've done that. And now I can come back here. I can click on that. And it moves to the next step. So you just need to follow all of these steps. It does give some screenshots of different steps to help you out. Once you get through all the steps, you need to save your file and then upload your file to this, okay? Now, my recommendation, the biggest reason people lose points when they're uploading their file is that they upload the original file without any work completed. And so it ends up giving you 0 points. So it's really important that when you save your file to your computer, you need to save it as, and I would recommend, first of all, take it out of your downloads folder. So put it in a folder that makes sense. I've created in Spring, I've got a folder for Excel. Okay, and so I could put it in here. But here's the point I want to make. Rename this file, put some indication of what type of the fact that this is the changed file. So I will say completed, okay? And I will save it as completed so that when I go to upload my file, okay, so when you're all done, now obviously I haven't completed the file, but when you're all done, you're going to come over here to upload your file, okay? And so you want to find where did I put that file on my computer? I found it. So I actually put it in the folder from last spring. So be careful, put it in the right spot. So that's where I put it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. It's uploading your file. And it's asking you, do you want to submit the file? So remember, with guided projects, you get 3 submissions. With independent projects, you only get 2 submissions. So just be careful, make sure it's the correct file. Again, because I said completed, I know this is the version that I do want to submit. I'm going to submit this file. It's going to grade it automatically for you. And it will bring you to a screen that shows you how you did. Okay. Now, I only got one thing correct on this. Again, I didn't really do anything yet. And so, interestingly, it's giving me a point on something that I haven't even done yet. Very interesting. But this is telling me what I got correct, what I got partially correct, what I got incorrect. Okay. Now, hopefully, most of what you've submitted or all of what you've submitted is in the correct box. But if you have anything partial or incorrect, here's what I would recommend. So, if you click, so if you had correct things, you could click on that and it would remove anything that's correct, and it would leave you with all of the steps that you got incorrect. Okay. And then you can expand that little arrow, and this will tell you what you got incorrect, and it'll give you feedback. And by the way, in the screenshot over here, it's going to give you an indication of where those things are that you got incorrect. So this step was 5B, type inventory and press enter. 5B is down here. I needed to type inventory and enter for the tab for the worksheet. Okay. And I could come down here, for step 7, I didn't do whatever that's asking me for, and that's 7B. And 7B relates to that right there. Okay. So it's kind of giving you an indication. So this gives you a chance to correct all of the issues with your file. Again, once you correct the file, I would recommend when you're saving it to save it. So I would save it, and I would probably say like completed 2. I would change the name again because you don't want to just submit the exact same file. So update the name of the file again so that when you come over here, you can go back to the assignment and you can upload your file. And now you want to make sure that you're uploading the correct version. So this is completed 2. Okay. And completed 2. There I go. And again, I could submit that file. Again, I'm going to get a very bad score. I really didn't do anything to fix my mistakes. But I just want to kind of show that that's how you would do this. So it tells you attempt 2. Remember, guided projects, you get 3 attempts. Okay. So you want to use this screen. Make sure you're understanding the feedback and making those changes before you resubmit your file. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know.